Hello guys, welcome back to the YouTube channel, and I hope you guys enjoyed the last video I made, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you out there that has put so much effort in supporting the channel and sharing our videos, and also sharing our content. And I really appreciate you guys for that. And today's video I'm creating another one, and today's project is all of software as a service template, and I will give you guys a quick tour, a quick demo of this build, and after the tour I will start the project. But I don't know, probably I'm probably going to make it a part one and a part two thing, because actually this build has a backend service as we're running, and I would like to take my time showing you guys everything how I built it from scratch. But making content isn't it's not an easy thing. A lot of energy was being put into creating stuffs like this. Okay, so I'd like if you guys could like share our content, keep liking our videos, keep sharing our videos, and keep watching our videos, as this will help me to be creating, to be able to create more content in the future. And yeah, so for now I'll give you guys a quick a tour, like a demo on how everything works, and how everything looks like. So here is the first page. When I refresh the page, as you can see, a little bit smooth animation coming in from the bottom, and when I scroll down, we can see we have this image and this is for a last build. I just took the screenshot of it and use it here. And also here part of achievements and all of those industry expertise, all of those stuff that they this they've done, and what you need to know about them. And also we have this cool looking animation. Oh, let me just do that again. So here is the first page, and when I come down here, you can see this animation running. Oh god, look at this one, so cool. As you can see, here's a pricing tag. Also here is the you can see this little animation coming from the bottom. It was so subtle, so smooth as well. So you can take a look at this again. Okay, you can see this pricing. As you can see, it come out. And also this part is what the customer said. If you like, you can do whatever and however you want to do with it. But I didn't add the animation. I just wanted to show you guys that you can add animation in much places as possible as you can, or if you want to take it a little bit step further, of course you can do that as well. So here is let's want to work together, then you can click to get in touch with them. And also here are the blog section. Mind you guys, mind you, these blogs, they are actually working, they're not static. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick demo on that as well. So here we have the frequently asked questions. If you want to, you can read whatever you need to know from the here. Okay, so we did this frequently asked question our last build, which was the component I'm using actually here. So I'm still going to show you guys how I built this. Okay, and also here is a footer, and also this is a kind of unique footer actually. I want to be going taking my design skills a little bit further, in creating something unique, something that people haven't done before. That's why I just so I can experiment with this for now. Probably in our next video I can take it a little bit further. And here we have a home and about and the price as well, and here also is your company name if you want to. So that's for this home page. And We can go to the about page as well. So we both have home here and we have the about as well. So if you want to, you can as well add the animations, but I'm just leaving it for, you know, for simplicity's sake. And also we have this component. As you can see, it's a reusable one. I have it here and I have it also at the home page. So I'm going to be showing you how to make use of reusable components as well. And also here are the cutting edge technology solutions. You can add them all in this place. And also here, as you can see, we have something similar as well, a reusable component. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to achieve this as well. And also here is our talented team. You can add as more as talented team you've got in this section, and all that will fit in. And also another reusable component, if you want to, you can add this. And also the frequently asked question, another reusable component. So these all that you will learn in this build. And yeah, so here is for the about. So I will head towards the integrations, and as you can see, it's very fast. The URL changes for fast. Okay, so here as well we have got something, and the designs are so different and are so unique, and this is kind of things that will make you a very good designer as well. When you work as a front-end engineer, you've got to know how to design stuff. So this channel is all about that, to teach you, upgrade your design skills. Okay, and also here we have got all of this stuff going on as well. And I'm going to teach you how to make use of grid, because this grid system is something that a lot of people don't know how to use. I'm going to teach you guys how to use grid as well. So in our next coming project, I believe probably, if might not be the next one, we're going to be making use of grid system, and I'm going to show you a lot of more advanced stuff that you can do with the grid system. Okay, and also here we have a pricing. Okay, so we have our pricing plans. You can see we have got all of these pricing with two different sections, for $99 per year, and also $198 per year. Okay, and as well we can see these customers, what they said. We've shown this in the home page. As you can see, we're making use of another good grid system as well. Okay, so here you as well another reusable components. If you want to get to work or want to get in touch, as well you can as well go in here. Okay, so the next one I'm going to show you, because I'm going to preserve this one for the last. Okay, so here we have the contact as well. As you can see, so sweet and clean, right? As you can see, we have our name here. We can put our email, and also we can send whatever we had. So if you watch my last tutorial, or not my last, if you watch a tutorial of mine where I did use the React resend, the React email stuff, you can apply it here, and it will all work perfectly fine as well. So when I told you guys that the blog which I integrated was actually a working one, so I'm going to show you guys that demo about the blog right now. So just scrolling in gradually. So we go down. As you can see, we have to post. So when I click on one, let me click on this one. Okay, voila, as you can see, we have our title here, we have an image, and also our description. As you can see, this is an actual working blog. Okay, so we can go back, we can click on this one to read, and it should open, and once it does, we can as well read, and we can as well post a blog. Okay, we can as well post a blog, as you can see. Voila. Okay, and it's all working as it should. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do, we're going back to the home page. So we're going to go to blog. So on this one, I just need to try to wrap things up because I don't want to waste much time on this project. But you guys can take it to another level if you, since since I'm giving out this content for free, so you can take it to another level if you want to. So here we have our two blocks, the first one and the second one, and also the time that I posted it. So I just don't want to style that much. That's why I kind of render them in a just like this. So here we can create a blog. As you can see, we have like some drawer that comes from the right hand. We can go click and it opens. So let's say we want to create a blog. Click on the image, and we look for a good perfect image that we want to use, probably this one. Okay, as you can see, we can cancel selection. We can click again, go back to whatever we selected if we want to, or probably this one would be a lot better. As you can see, we have this one, or probably we can cancel again. Oh, I don't like that one, I want something else. We can do that as well. So let's, for the final one, take a picture, probably this one. Okay, let's just go with this one, or probably with this one. Okay, so the title, we can give it some title like post example 3, which of course I don't even have example 1. So here we can say why should we care. Okay, and for the slug, I'm just going to say blah 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 blah, like that. Okay, here is our rich text. I don't even know what kind of website. Probably we should go to let's go to Next.js. No, not you. Let's go to Next.js. Let's grab some things from the doc. Okay, so we have got this one, so let's grab from here to there. Okay, so let's grab this and paste here. As you can see, this is a rich text editor. We can move it anywhere we want to. It will work perfectly well. Okay, and we can here we can make some kind of adjustments with all of this stuff. Okay, and we can put it at the center, we can put it at the whatever we want. We can make it this way. So, and we can click on submit. Okay, and let's wait for it to submit. As you can see, it's done, and we should be getting our, see, it's here. So if we want to read about it, we need to go back to the home page. I will have you can you can as well as implement it. When you click, you can access the blogs any from there. But for me right now, I just didn't put a lot of in it. As you can see, we're having a blog here because I'm doing it the same day. So when I click on it, it should take me here. Okay, so this is the blog, and also these are the content that was passed from the text editor. Okay, so so it's all working as expected. Okay, all the blogs are working as expected. So if you want to create the post again, see everything is working perfectly well. So this is what we're going to be building, and as you can see, the build is so responsive. Okay, everything works perfectly well. Okay, so from every pages, everything looks very clean and responsive. So buckle up your shoes because this is what we're going to be building today, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you learn one or two things from it. And if you've got any confusion or anything you don't understand, please leave a comment down leave a comment down, and I'll reply you. And for the asset files, if you need them, I'll be leaving them in my GitHub repo. And I hope you like our videos and you share our content. So I appreciate you guys for all you have been doing once more, and I will see you guys in the next chapter. So first and first, I want you guys to know about this build is that it uses convex as database from for storing our data in our database. So from the back end we're using convex. So that's why I said we're going to be using what's it called, making this build like first part and a second part, because if I'm to cover everything, it will look the length of the video will be so much, which I don't know actually if probably that's something I will do. But as we build, I will see if probably I will mix everything together, or probably I separate this stuff. So the first thing first you need to do is create a Next.js app, and create a Next.js app, and also let me show you guys my package.json. So here's my package.json. As you can see, here are all the dependencies. We have the block node core, we have the block node mapping, we have the block node react. Also we've got convex right here, and also we have got frame motion for animation, and also react for icons, and then rest, and also react markdown for rendering those stuff in normal markdown ways. So these are all the things you need to install if you don't have them yet. So once you create your next app, make sure you install these packages and this one. Okay, so that's all for now. So I'm just going to go back to the home page. So once you bootstrap a new project, it should look like this. npm run dev. Okay, so it should look like this with no, probably not like this, so you need to clean it up to look like this. Okay, so that is it for now, and let me just run it, and we're going to go to localhost 3001. Okay, let's wait for it to complete doing its thing, and here I'm just going to say hello. Okay, for now it just won't show that much. Let me give it a text of white. Let's see if that shows. As you can see, we've got an hello here, and also we can do as we like. So what we're going to do now is create the header part first, or first range. but okay, let's create the header first because that is what's more important right now. And as you can see in the file, we've got the fonts as well. You can, you know how we install these fonts. I've done that times in this on this channel. Taught you guys how to integrate fonts, custom font from using custom font with TailwindCSS, and also here the global.css. All you need to do is point to the excuse me, point to the path to which this font is, and also give it a name. Okay, so here is all you need to know. So the most important thing right now is to go to the header. Make sure you create let me see, make sure you have got these components right here. So all I'm going to do is create a component. Okay, so in here we've got the header.css, and over here we need to do the RFCE just so we can, so we've got the header, and I'm just going to grab all of these because they are, here we have got the circle, the tag, the notebook icon, all coming from Lucid React. We've got the image from Next Image, we've got the link from Next Link, we've got React from React, that's right. So here are nothing but links. Okay, let me explain. Here is array of objects. It's pointing to the home. Give it a home, a name of home. Give it an icon from Lucid icon, a type of icon that is home. We've got the reference. If we click on this, any of these links, is go to a href. That means a path, either home or about or integrations, all of that stuff. So here I'm just going to close it. So the next thing here I want to do is give it a class name, give it a max width of 5xl, and then give it a width of full, mx to be of auto. Okay, and right here we've got an image. Okay, let me just point that image here, and that's the type of circle, but that's what I name it. We're giving it type of absolute, and also on large devices we want it to go to the top 35 frame, and on medium to be of top negative top 96 and top of 60. So if we save it, we should see some kind of image going way to the top. Okay, okay, probably it's not. Don't know why. Is it is this like edge thing? I don't know. It should have, but let's keep on coding. Oh, I know why right now. So we need to go to the layout here and make sure we import the head from components. Make sure you import the head from components / head, and now you should see the stuff right here. Okay, so the next thing we're going to close is focus more on it. So we're going to start writing design. So here we give it a div. Sometimes you may see me give an empty div. It's probably because sometimes I make the parent here to be flex, but so here I'll just give it a class name. I'm not going to do that. So give it a fix and set index of 10, width of full, and also left to be of 0, and also right to be of 0. The top, make it of 0, and also px to be of 4. So here is a div. Give it a class name of x, items to be of center, max weight to be of to be around 43.8 rem, not 400. So that was my mistake. Also here, so let me make sure I get this all in some format then. So here I'll give it mx to be of auto, okay, and height to be of 60 pixel, and also here you give it a border, and on a larger I want to be rounded full, and rounded LG, and also we give it border neutral 700 ish, border neutral 700, this one. Then I give it a little bit low opacity of 50, and here margin top of 10, px to be of 2. Okay, so the next thing here we're going to do is another div right here within. Give it a class name, give it a border, and also give it on a large devices, give it wait a minute. Okay, on a large devices you give it rounded to be of full, and also on a large device you give it justify center, like so. An item to be of center, rounded to be of LG, and the height to be of 44 pixel, a custom one right here, 44 pixel. Okay, now so you want to give it a weight of full, give it a border of neutral 700. Alright, a border neutral 700, not that one but this one, border neutral like 700, like so, and then we'll reduce the opacity by 50, and also give it BG gradient to bottom. Okay, so gradient to bottom like this one. Now it's here from neutral 600, and reduce the opacity by 65, and to neutral 800, and then reduce the opacity by 45 as well. And a large device, we want to give it a backdrop of SM. Okay, so that's for that. And also we in there we want to let's open it up. So in there we've got a div, let's say the div like so. We've got to give it a class name, we've got to give it a LG to be of on a larger device and make it hidden, and also give it a flex, make it justify to be between an items to be of center with a full, and px to be of 2. Okay, so that's that for that. And what we need to do next is just grab this image. Okay, so I'm using the next image component right here, this one. So make sure you give it a source of whatever image you'll be using, and also give it a width of 9, height of 9, and also an object of content, because this image isn't like the whole normal image that we use. And also this is coming from our what's it called, our lucid icon. So I'm importing the menu, giving a text of 400 and also cost of points. So you can use whatever you like or whatever suits you. That's no problem at all. So over here we've got the UL, and also we've got the class name. Make it hidden, on a large one. Make it a flex because we don't want it to be, by default to be there. We want it to be, we want them all disappear when we are on a small device. So here we're gonna on a larger device, we want it to be of type flex, and give it the items of center, give it a gap x of 6. Right. So in here we've got to do the mapping of the links. So links dot map, this one. So we have each link and also the index. Okay, and here we can just we can return an li, this one. You can return li and give it a key, give it a key of index idx, like so, and also you can give it a class name of md to be flex, give it a hidden, and sm to be hidden, and also items of center, then give it a group, like so. So in here we've got to, let me save this one. So in here we've got to give it the type of next link as well, and here we give it a href of link.href, like so, and we need to give it some styles. Give it a class name, and also let me just give it a class name like so. So let's give it a font of this one, rounded, and let's give it a group, hover, group over. Our text should be white, and also give it a transition of type of colors, and also we have to give it the easy out duration to be 300, and also give it a gap of x2, and flex item center. So in here we'll be doing some check-ins. So if the idx is equal to the number 3, if it's equal to 3, then we want to give it a text of white, also want to give it the text to be of large. Otherwise want to give it a text of neutral 400, and also text sm. So right here we need to create some components actually. So here we use the react create an element, create element like a tag. So here we say the create element. So So in here we give it a link dot icon like so, and then we give it some class name. Okay, let's give it a default width of 5, and also we check if the index IDX is equal to the third item in the array. If that is true, then we want to give it text to be white, not white, like so. Else we want to give it a text of neutral 400, text neutral 400 like so, and also we'll give it a group over, we'll give it a text of white, and transition colors like so. There is out, duration 300. This will make the transition like a very cool animation. Not like when we hover it shouldn't be that fast, but okay. So here we give it a key to be of IDX like so, and in there we are going to render those span tags. Okay, so in there we're going to give it a class name. Also this class name is going to be much like conditional rendering stuff. So the class name, we are going to give it some. So here we're going to check the IDX again. If the IDX equals to the last one in the links, dots length, then this is to get the last one. If you like, you can do it like this, or you can use the art, and that's all. Okay, let's give it a text to be read, 600, and over here we just should do the link dots name. So what seems to be the problem? Expected close tag for li. Okay, so here we've got the link, here we've got the li. So there's an error. So here we create the elements and all of that. Here we should have a close on here, and of course here we needed this to go away. So here if I go to the full page, we should see something right here. Like this is the full project, so this is what we'll be trying to create all this while. So let me go back here like so. So here I don't know why we're having this kind of this border. I didn't say border at bottom. Here we have border. So there's something going on with that one. let's check. We give it a border LG and also flex. Okay, I really don't think that's okay. Here I'm saying the border X. It shouldn't be border X. It should be border neutral 700 because the X here is it this left and right. Okay, so it's only applying this side to here and here, which isn't what we wanted. Okay, so let's keep on doing coding. If it once it comes back, it's going to understand that we already left this place. So with that, we have completed we've completed the front page. Why is it taking so much time? Let me check my development stuff. Let me just clear npm run dev and okay. Let's see. Let's wait for that to let's refresh this and wait for it to come up. Okay. I don't know why it's taking. Okay, so now it's back. As you can see, we have something, and oh, it seems it's not working properly as it should. So let's fix that. So where is that problem coming from? It should be coming from here. Okay, so let's go back to what we did. We're given a flex here, hidden, LG to be flex. Okay, hidden, LG flex, item center, and gap of 6. So let's go back in here. In the li, we have the flex, hidden item center, and group. So that is that. Over text white transition. Okay. So as well, let me be sure this is not coming from. Okay. And the create element, we're having a width of 5, have text of white. This is a little bit strange, but okay. Now I probably see why I should have done it. Now we give it fixed. I don't even think that's the problem. The problem should be here. Yeah. The problem should be here. So here we're giving it a height of 44. Did we even give it a flex? Justify center. Of course there is a flex around here. So you can see, yeah. So I miss this flex. Aha. So as you can see, we are having our nice looking header. So in our next chapter, we are going to be creating the home page, or probably we're going to create the contact us page. When we click on contact, we want to be redirected to the contact page, as you can see. So in the next one, we're going to create the contact page. So with that, you should help support the channel. As you can see, a lot of energy and lots of work was being put to create this video. So if you enjoy it, so please subscribe to the channel and keep watching our content. And I hope to see you next in the next chapter. So back to where we left off, and I'm going to start creating the contact page. So going to come back here. So opening this folder right here. So I'm going to create the contact page here. So make sure you do the contact like so. Contact. You create a folder, contact, and in there you create a page. Underneath you create a page.csx like so. And all you need to do RFCE here, and we close here, we close here. Okay. So let me go to the contact page. Okay. So what we need to do is we are going to create this is so different. So we are going to create the contact right now, but let's see how we go about this. So margin top 8 and the shadow of MD, and also give it a rounded XL, and also make sure you give it a max width of extra large, and give it a large on a larger screen, MX to be auto, and also give it a MX left and right, that is margin left and right to be 4. Margin left and right to be 4. Okay, and on a large screen give it a max width of XL like so, and also give it a max of 2XL. Okay, on MD, MX to be auto, and SM, give it MX to be auto as well. On a large device, give it PX to be 0 like so. There, in there we have to give another div, this one, and in there we've got our H1 that says get in touch like so. Let's slap this in there, and also we've got a paragraph of got an idea, I need design help, reach out. So underneath the paragraph we've got a div, and also give it a class of text to be of white, and here we give it a div as well, give it a class name of width to be full, and a flex a gap x to be 4 like so. And we've got an input. Let's grab this and paste those on here. I'm giving an input to give it a class name of width to be 1.5, and a padding of 3, outline none, and border of none, rounded large, and on dark mode, dark screen, it should have a background of this 2C, and reduce the opacity by 40, and give it a placeholder of zinc 600. Never seen this one before. So we should have what you call, we should have this here. The width is half. So the next thing, we're going to grab this one and whack this in here as well. And also we're going to give it, remind you, we give it your flex and the width of full, so they're going to share equally, because we are giving them the same half of width. So under that one we have a text area. So here is a div of margin top of 2, and we're given a text area, a name, an ID. That's if we've got something like a label, we'll give it an ID with the same with the HTML4, and also I'm given a class of 40. I'm given a class name of width, full, and pattern. A free and outline none, both none, and a dark mode, give it this color, and apply shadow of 600. And also, if I should see here right now, so you see we have our text area. Okay, so now underneath here we've got a button. Let me grab this real quick, not to waste a lot of time in here. So grabbing those. So we're giving it a width of full, padding of free, rounded, like around the edges, text white, and the dark mode. Give it a budget. Assume I integrate, I did the theme, light mode and dark mode. So on the dark mode, we're gonna have a BG neutral 700, and if we are not on dark mode, it's going to use a black. And on dark mode, if you hover on the button, it's going to be of neutral 800, and transition all, ease in out, duration 500. And so let's test it. As you can see, we're on dark mode because by default our app is on, our website is on dark mode. So that is how you create the form. So there's one interesting thing right here, and that is still coming from our frequently asked questions. So our frequently asked questions always has this, there's this component that always come there. So it's a reusable one. So I'm going to create it. FAQ. As you can see, it's going to give me going to complete is not defined. That's true. So when we go back to our component, we're going to see FAQ. So here we need to go back to our component right here and create a FAQ.css like so. So let's click on it, and first of all, let's just grab all of this stuff. Use client, React, motion, animate presence from frame motion, and the plus from Lucid React, and also the use part name to determine what part, what React. Okay, so the next thing, I'm going to grab this. I should have placed this in its own, its own file, but for simplicity's sake, I'm doing it right here. So this accordion data, it's an array of different array of objects containing the title and the content. Containing the title and the content, just that. Okay. So you can do this, or you can. I'll probably keep mine on the GitHub where you can, get a link access with it. Function FAQ, like so. So in here we've got to return we've got to return something, and right here we should return a div. Okay, so let's go over it one after the other. So for now, let's just first do what we should do. First of all, we have a div right here. Secondly, we've got an H1 with text of 5 extra large, and also fonts of this custom one, and also text of white. So we need to import this one. Okay, so it's telling me like I need to it's actually telling, we haven't export this thing. So So export default FAQ like so. So we can be able to import it right here, as you can see. So we can import it right now, and let's close this one. And let's go back. So if you come here, you should see something here. Okay. So that's fine. So what we need to do next is grab these ones as well, and paste them here. So with the text of neutral 400 and margin top and bottom of 5. Alright. So the next thing we need to do is the bottom. I want to see. Okay, so the bottom. Let's grab it and give it some fragments right here, and also here we've got a div like so, and let's give it a class name, give it a weight to be full, give it a max weight to be 4XL, and the MX to be of O2, and border, and the type of the border color to be of neutral 800 like so, and rounded to be 2XL, and the margin top to be of 10 like so. And in there we're going to map through our accordance, and accordance data, the map, we're going to give each of the accordion, let me just use an ID item index like so. So index of each of the arrays. Okay, and then here we're going to give it a div. Alright. So here we need to give it key, and let's give it the IDX. I love calling it IDX, but for the sake of this tutorial I already wrote it off to be of index. So let's give it a border to be neutral 700, rounded LG, overflow hidden. Okay, shadow MD, this one. So here we need to make the accordion to the header of the accordion, and here we're going to give it a class name. Let me just close this one. Let's give it a class name. Let's give it a weight of full. Let's give it a flex, justify between, and also the items center px of 5 and py of 3, and give it text of base, and the text should be of left. Okay, and the font should be of medium, and text should be of gray 200. And when you hover, we have the BG to be of neutral 700 like so, and we'll focus on it outline none like so. So that's for the and that's for the head. So here we need to wrap in span, and let's give it item dot title, and also we have another one, but for here we just render the plus icon, so we say plus like so. Why is it failing? Okay, it was just bluffing. As you can see, this is all the things we mapped through. So here we need to give this one some styles, give it a class name, give it a text to be extra large, and text should be of gray 500. Text gray or gray 500, like so. So right now we need to add an on click. So once we click on this button, we simply just pass sending the index of whatever we click, and this one we are going to be creating a function called toggle according, like so. Say function, like so. So we want to set the active. Where is it? Okay, let me call it in here. So first of all, we are going to set index. So whatever index should be active, because when we click, we're going to pass in some number. So here we should be like index is a type of number. So once we click on it, we're going to set the active, passing the index into it, if that makes sense. So here we index. So if the index is equal to the active index, then we return null, else we return the index. You know, I could have just passed in the index right here, but no. So right now, if I should click any of it, it will pass the index to the state. So what we need to do is right here we have this this one. So what it's trying to say is give it some motion dot span. So it's saying animate this animate the is it? No, that should be the my bad. It should be this one. So because we want to animate the icon. So let's cut this and so here we animate, rotate. If the active index is equal to the index, then rotates 180, but if it's not, rotate back to 0. So if I should click, it will rotate, as you can see, because that is the active index right now. Okay, so we are going to give it some transition of duration of 0.3, and that's fine. So for now we are done with that. The next thing we need to do is do the animate present of a thing, just so everything kind of works well. Animate presence. So the animate presence, all you need to do is give it a key, so everything will animate smoothly. So here initial, let's give it a false. Okay, so because so if the active index is equal to the IDX, is it what I called it? Okay, index. if it's equal to the index, then we want to render this. Let's give it a div. Okay, a div. And in here we're just going to first give it some class name, dx to be 5, bg to be neutral, 800, like so, and overflow to be hidden. Okay, and in there we've got a div that says the content, and the padding, we give it padding top and bottom to be free, text neutral 400. And if I should come here and click, as you can see, it goes fast, no animation, nothing, ugly piece of shit. As you can see, it's all, no, we don't want that. So what we need to do is come back to this one, make it a motion dot div. So here we give it the animation. So initial, we give it the initial when the it's still on, without click, it has a height of 0, an opacity of 0, but when we click on it, the height should be auto, opacity of 1, and when we exit of it, the height will go back to 0 and opacity of 0. So giving it some smooth duration of 0.4, and ease type should be ease in, out. So let's take a look at this. Ooh la la, look at this. Ooh la la, pretty good, right? So that is the end of our contact page. So in the next one, we're going to be creating the about page. So I'm going from every just so we can create the simple steps, simple ones out of the way before we get into the other part. So thank you for watching, and if you are new to the channel, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, so you become a wonderful, awesome member of the family. And without much said, I'll see you in the next chapter. So welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be focusing on creating the about page. As you can see, when you click on it, it goes to this 404 page because it doesn't exist. So we are going to go to the about. Okay, there's the home page and the about page. So we come here and see, we create one here. So we go to the about / page.csx, like so, hit enter, RFCE, like so. Here you can rename to about, doesn't matter. So let's go to the about page. So there are a couple of things right here that we need, but for now let me just grab them and I will comment those out so we don't get confused. So about this one, so I'm going to comment those ones out. Okay, so here is the about page, and the about page, we have a div. Okay, so here we give them a class name, margin top to be 48, and on large devices we'll have the MX to be of auto. Okay, to be of auto, MX to be of 4, like so. And a large device is max width to be of for Excel, and a max of 2XL, like see, max width of 2XL, and we have MD to be MX to be of auto SM to be MX of auto. On a large, we have the PX to be of 0. So we have a div here. In this div, we wrap the H1 in there. So here we have H1, and also we have a P tag here. So we have a P tag. On the dark, we just give it the text of this CO. Margin top and bottom to be 2, margin bottom of 6. And also we have an image. So all of these, we have all this as the asset files. So I'm going to be providing those as well if you guys need it. If you don't, then you can grab your own image. So in here we have a class name. Text should be of white, and margin top to be of 5. So I want to show you guys something. Like here, if I should grab, if you don't, since these are all text, all you can do, if you are stuck, we'll just say lorem maybe 30 and press enter. It will automatically generate some nonsense Ipsum text. Just say lorem, then the number you want, maybe 50, and hit enter to generate. But since I already have, so I'm just going to paste this one, and then the second one, and then the third one. So I'm just going to copy this one and paste these ones as well. Copy this one and paste those ones as well. The final one, copy this one and paste that one as well. So if we come look at them, as you can see, they're looking this way, which isn't cool. Okay, so what do we need to do? Well, we need to do something so that they can render nicely. So that is where we use the pros. So that's what I wanted to show you guys, the pros SM. So immediately I save it, you take a look at this, see, it's formatted by itself. Okay, so that's when you use pros. So the next thing we are going to show is the achievements. That's pretty huge. So before the achievements, we have a div right here, a full div, and so let's just that's a lot of on the about. Let me see. So this is the finished one. So on the about we have this one. We have another one here. Also we have another card here, and also this. So this is what we're going to be creating. For now we just have the text displayed there. So here we need to add the achievement. Component. So we Ctrl B, we come to this component and we create it. Achievement.csx. Make sure you do it .css RFCE, and then you save, and then you come here, you import it. Okay, so let's go into the achievements. Mind you, we came all the way from the home page. Now we are at the achievements page. So let's go to the achievements, and let's go to the achievements as well. So what we have in here, we have a class name, margin top and bottom to be 24, and then for the background, I don't know why I use that background. Give it a class name, the P to be 2, PX to be 4, rounded to be LG, border. Let's give it a border of neutral 900. Let's close this one, and let's give it grid. On a large one, I'll give it grid calls to be 4. On a normal way, we give it the grid calls to be 2. So on a larger screen, we're going to use 4, but on a normal device, we're going to use 2. Then justify around, then items, center, font, medium, and the gap of 6. Okay, so here we have a div. Give it a class flex call, item center, and the text should be of white, and the border to be border right. So we give it a border of neutral 800. Okay, so in here we have H2 and a P tag. H2 on a medium device will be text of 3 extra large, and then the normal text should be text LG. So if I should come down here, as you can see, we have one here. Okay, so we have another same style. So we have the same flex call, item center, text white, text extra large, and then border right. Text, we give it a border of neither of 800, the same styling. So as you can see, when I highlight them, as you can see, because they're all the same. So nothing different. All we're going to do is quickly copy this one and paste it here, and then the last one as well, and paste it here. So that's it for the achievement. So I can where is it? This first one, I think the test is kind of a little bigger, and let me see, grid calls, 2 grid calls. Probably we can reduce the text from LG to probably, as you can see, LG to base, like so. But yeah, still look a little bit okay. So that's it for the achievements component. So we can close this one out and also continue our development. So let's close this one out. So in here we have a div. So let's say a div. In here we have a H1, so which have a text of 3.5 frame and a font of this one, and a text of white. So here we have our content inside. and here we have a div, and we give it a class name grid, and on a large screen we give it a grid calls to and a gap x of 6 overflow to be hidden, margin top to be 6. Okay, so in here we have a div, give it a class name, give it a border of right, border of neutral 600, and margin top of 9, and padding right of 3, and p of 2. Here we need a h2 of give it a class name, give it a text to be of white, and a larger device text to be 2 extra large, and then the font we give it a bold, this one. Okay, so in there you just have to grab the text and what goes in there. So on the second line we have a paragraph, and with a text of neutral 400, text of SM, on a larger screen should be text of base, and a margin top of 4. So as you can see we have the same process all over, so I'm just going to copy them and paste them. Okay, so it's having just the same heading, the same paragraph, the same heading, the same paragraph. Okay, so here we are just going to close this one off, and do that here, and close this one off, and then close this one off as well. So here let's see what we've got. As you can see we have a div2 structure of div here. So what we need next is the customer. So I'm going to create the so I'm going to create a customer. So underneath here we'll come back to that component. So here we have customers. We'll come back to this component, we don't have it yet. Okay, so a quick water break guys, I'm thirsty. So we're going to create a div, give it a class name of margin top to be of 14, and in there we have a h1 that says on a large device text of 3.5 rem, on a small device text of 3.1 rem, and on a normal device without maybe large or small, it's a normal one, we're using a text of 2.1 rem, and a font of this and text of white. So if we save it, as you can see, so we're going to have a p tag that comes underneath that one. If it's on a dark, we're going to use this color, and a text of 0.9 rem. and on medium devices text as base. So as you can see, so we are going to render some stuff right now. Let's just give it a class name, give it a grid, give it LG. LG means on a larger device, okay? Grid calls 4 and a gap of 4, budget top of 10. Okay, so here let's go give this one the class name. Let's give it a border neutral 900, BG neutral 950, and also padding to be free rounded LG, like so. So as you can see, they are all the same, but let's just finish one so we can just move the whole thing to something new. And so we're going to have an image. Let's grab this one with image with the source. I already have it on my local machine right here. These ones, they are all the image I'm having right now. So I already point. If you are doing online, you can just put them in quotes and they will all work. So here we have like a div. We have a div, not like a div. A text of white, because I don't want to be writing text white, so I'll just use the text of white in a parent div and give it a type of font and also a fake name, which I obviously it's not my name. So here we need to paste those in here as well. So let's see for one. As you can see, for one, once we've gotten the format, we can just duplicate and so we can just duplicate it so many times. So this is one where we just finished created. So we're going to duplicate 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's see. As you can see, this is our grid and it's looking good. So the next thing that we need to do is we haven't done the customers. So coming back here, I'll create customers .css. So here we have the customers. Let's go into the customers component and let's grab all of this and paste this in here. And okay, so here we are just trying to get the path name, which we are, if it's about, if it's integrate, if it's about any of the rest. So we're going to have dots as well. So in here we're just going to have a div. So I'm conditionally rendering something right now because I will need this component in most of places in my project. So I'll just have to do some logic here. If the about the rather starts with like this one, if true, give it a text of left, otherwise give it a text in center, like so. So over here we need to conditionally render some stuff as well over here. So let me just grab this and explain. So if you are not on this route, if you're not on the about route, you just want the text to be white, to magenta up, and make sure you capitalize it. That's what it's trying to say. And you need to grab this as well. Also here we give it text of 3.1 rem, margin top of 6, and we give it a bg clip just so we can gradient this text, bg clip text, and bg gradient to top from neutral 400 here, neutral 300 to text of transparent. Okay, so here we can just say here we need to see text of 3 or 5 extra large, and gradient to the bottom font from neutral 400 val, as you get the whole gist. Okay, so I'm just going to paste that one underneath it. So here we're giving it, if the part does start with a part, then text left, else just give the text to be off center. Okay, and right here we need to do some stuff. Okay, so here we have done with this. See, that's why sometimes you see me use multiple div, because I just won't know where I'll need them. So right now I need it. So here we pass in the div, give it a class name, border neutral 800, and rounded to be 2xl, feed of 6, grid let's give it just grid, and on a large device, let me just, okay, yeah, we're on a large device, we're given a grid cost of 2, and a gap of 6, and a BG of a cluster 1, BG of this one. Okay, let's get the max width of 4xl. Then here we give it a max to be of auto, and a margin top of 24, like so. So if we have in this, there should be another div, right? So we give it a border neutral to be of 800. Okay. Let's give it a class name. My bad. Let's grab this. Okay, so here it will be 800. Let's give it a rounded to be 2xl, and also p of 3, and this mbg, like so. And here we just give it nope. So here we just give it some font of regular. So in there we have another div. So here we have another div. Give it a class name of lex, justify between item center, and right here we are going to give it a div. Give it a class name. Give it a flex. Give it a gap x of 3. So in here we have another div. Let's give it a class name of border, width of it, and the rounded xl, then border 800, not red. So border neutral 800. Okay, so in here we have an image. And after that we have another div, this one. So that is 1, 2. We have another one here. So I'm just going to explain in text of white between a type between this and this and this. Okay, and okay, so here we have another one. Copy that one, and we paste them here. So as you can see, the same step was taken for this and the other images, the other stuff. So all I did was just to copy it and duplicate it. Okay. Okay, so we already have our one here. Okay. We have like four of these. So all I'm going to do is copy 1, 2, 3, 4. I save them, and so here are the customers. We kind of will render this. Our P cannot be a descendant of P. So in the next chapter I'm going to get rid of this error, and also if you are If you are asking why I didn't make that degree to happen, well, I'm going to make it in the next chapter. So I will see you next in the next chapter. Thank you. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. And in this chapter, as you can see, I told you guys we're going to be getting rid of this error. So even if I refresh, you see the error is still there. As you can see, it's kind of complaining like P cannot be a descendant of P. Okay, so looking out for this error, what I notice that it is coming from this place. As you can see, I'm wrapping P tag within P's, all these P's. So even if you want to deploy, this will be an issue. So you need to get rid of these ones. Okay, and let's save. As you can see, it's no longer there. So let's refresh and wait for it. As you can see, it's no longer there. So it's gone away. Okay, that's how you can debug sometimes. That's the life of a developer. You debug a lot. So right now we are done with the customers page, and so over here this is the about, and over here let's see the about. So after this we are going to create this the wanna get together, wanna work together part. So we'll go back to the about here, and we already have all this set up. So what I need to do is create this one. Okay, so I'm going to, excuse me for a second. So I'm going to create this one, and over here in our code, so let me look for the component that is responsible for that. Is it what's, so we're in the customer, we're in the about page. Okay, so here we need to create this assist part. So we are kind of done from this, so let's close this one up, and the next thing we need to create is the assist. Okay, and so let's create the assist component. Okay, so right now let's go to our component, and let's create the assist component. So here we're going to create the assist dot.csx, and assist.css, and let's RFCE here and hit enter. So let's go back to the about page, and what is this? Okay, so I need to spell that right. Okay, see this one, and then hit enter like so. So let's go back here and try to import. Then here we call the assist and let's save it. Okay, so we go back, we go into the assist component, and what we need to do is wrap in some styles. Okay, so here I'm going to give it a class name, give it a border, give it a border of neutral of 800. Also I'm going to give it a rounded of 2XL. Also I'm going to give it a padding of 6 and a background of this. So let me just copy that of 0A, 0A, 0A. And also I'm going to give it some max width of 4XL and MX to be of auto, and the margin top to be 24. Okay, so here we're going to give it a div, give it a class name, give it a border, give it a border of neutral 800, and also give it a rounded, the same rounded of 2XL, and the same DG. Okay, so PX to be of 8, and medium devices to be of flex, then justify between, and items center, and PY to be 5. Let's give it a div. And in here we're going to have H1, and then in here we are going to give it some class name of a large device. We have text to be of 3.1 RAM, and SM, I'm going to give you text of 2.1 RAM, and we're giving a text of 1.1 RAM. Let's give it a font of San Francisco. I think I just need to, probably name them more precisely next time. So let's give it the BG clip text, this one. Also let's give it a BG of gradient to top, this one, from neutral 400, neutral 400, okay, via neutral 300. Okay, let's give it text of transparent, and then in there you've got to give it this one. Okay, and you save it, and also we've got another one. In here we give it text of, on a large device, text of 3.1 SM, the same styling, the same one we did here. Okay, so on the next we have a button which have like text of neutral of 500, and also a font of this, and a border neutral of 600, and a padding of 1. A padding left and right to be 4, and rounded medium size, which is of 6 pixel. A margin top of 3. On a medium device, we take back the margin top back to 0. Okay, so that is that for the element fun chunks roots. That I don't know why it's complaining. Let me check my server. Why is it complaining? Or probably I'm not running convex, which is something I don't need to be doing right. Runtime. So okay. Let me kill the server and try again. npm run dev. Just so we can, do something. We don't want to be, just there waiting. So while we are waiting, okay, let me refresh here. Let's see. Let's refresh. I don't know why it's kind of slow. Okay. So here we have the card as well, and that is it for the assist card. And also down here, if we have built the FA card, which is this, so we just need to render it in here. Build a class name, margin top to be 40, and in here we're going to call the FAQ, this one. Let's save it. And we should see frequently asked questions, as you can see. So pretty nice. So we've done the home page. Nope. We've done the about page. Yes. We've done integration. No. Let's see. No, we haven't. Have we done pricing? No, we haven't. Have we done blog? No, we haven't. Have we done contact? Yes, we have. Okay, so let's go back to this one. If I should go to the contact page, I think we have this as well, this reusable component. So I'm just going to go back to what's it called, the contact page, and we should be calling this FAQ. As you can see, I comment that one out. So as you can see, we have it right here and it's working perfectly. Okay, so the next one we need to do is the integrations. Okay, so let's go back to our home page. Here we close this, we close this, we close this as well. So we're just going to grab this just so it matches the actual route name. So here we're going to say integration / page.tsx and hit enter. So here we just call the RFCE, and then we can say integrations. Okay, so here we can see there's a text right here. Even if you can't, the text is right here. Let's make it white so you guys see that there's actually a text right there. As you can see, there's text right there. So let's go back to the integrations. Go to the page, okay, and let's close it. So and let's get all of this and whack those in there. So what you need to do is follow along. Let's see, margin top of 48, width of full, and a max width of 4XL, MX to be of auto. Okay, so that is the overall stuff right here. So first let's start with this one. It's going to have a div. In that div we have an H2 and also a padding. I'm going to grab all of that. So I have a H2 with the text of 5XL and font of this and text white and margin top of 12, and also a paragraph that has the text of neutrals 400 and margin top and bottom of 5. So that's that. Let's go back, come to the second one, this one. Let's give it a div. First of all, let's give it a class name of margin top to be of 40. Okay, and in there we've got to grab this H1, a H2 and a P. So give it a text of 5XL, font of this type, and text of white and margin top of 12, and also the same, going on there. So here we need to close the app back and also close the app. So if you see what you're doing here is just good plain old text right there, and also there's a div, give it a class name, give it a border of neutral 800. Okay, and then let's give it a rounded 2XL and a padding of 6 and a background of this. Let's fold that, and M max of max width to be of 4XL, and MX to be of 40, and the margin top to be of 24, and space Y to be of 10, so it can give gap between each other. Okay, in there we're going to have 3 cards, 1, 2, 3, and each of them have the same style. As you can see, when I highlight them, you can see they're all the same thing. So once we get one of them, then the next one we're just going to copy them and paste them. Okay, so in here give it a class name, the same background, and our border of neutral 800, not border right, but border. And if you got like padding to be of 3 and also rounded of 2XL, like so. So in here we're going to open one of those cards. Let's close one of this one. Within we have 2 sections. So in our section right here we've got a div, as we've got like 2 div right there. So in each of them we're going to look at what's inside each of those divs, right? So let's open this one up, right? So we have a div right here. Let's whack this in here. A div with history with a class of text white to Excel, and also just give it a type of content right there, and also a paragraph with a text 400, text neutral 400, and text size of 15 pixel, and also text of custom font size and a margin top of 2. So we're going to close this one, and let's open this one. So before that, let's do the same right here. We close this one, and let's open this one up. First and first, it has a margin top of 8. Okay, so now we open that up. Let's give it a div. In that, we got to make it what's it called? Give it a class name. Give it a font of rounded regular, and also some border of neutral 800, like so. And let's give it a grid. On a large device, we want the grid to be of course free, and on MD we want the grid to be of course 2, and a gap of 9, and a BG of let's copy this one. This is the easiest one I can find. Okay, so now we've got that, and in here we've got to have a div. As you can see, there's a div. So let's create that div, a div there, and also there's another div within. So working with grid right here, so we need to be careful. So let's give it a class name, items of center. I don't know if this is very important, but I'm just going to, remove it later so I can see if it's really important. So yes, flex item center, gap x of free, and here let's give it a div, give it a class name border, width to be of 9 and a height of 9, rounded to be LG, and here to be flex item to be of center, justify to be of center, border to be of neutral 800. This one. Okay, so in here we've got an image which we are going to use. After the image we've got a div as well. So here we've got a div as well with a text of white and a title. So after that div we have a div as well. Yeah, so we have a div with a paragraph in there with text of text neutral 400 and some content. So if we take a look at it, let's see how it looks like. As you can see, this is how it looks like. Obviously it's still kind of not making a lot of sense, so the next thing we're going to do is just grab the same copy of that what we did, and paste those As you can see, the same styling. If it doesn't move that way, that means I'm still doing something wrong. Probably paste it here. Aha, so as you can see, we have 1 and 2. So we are going to paste the same type as well, just so everything is the same, just that we need to, so as you can see, you're going to see the third one right here. So it's a grid system, 1, 2, 3. So as you can see, once you get one, the others will be easier to understand. Okay, so here we can close this one off. So exactly what we did here, that's exactly what is being done here as well, just that here is for e-commerce. Okay, so you don't need to get yourself worried about what's in there, how am I going to achieve the same thing. Once you follow the first step, the second should be simple. So here is 1, here is the second. Okay, margin top 8. Okay, so let's wrap this one up, and let's close this one as well. So underneath that div, we have it's more like we need to copy a whole div, like this, whole of this div. Okay, just want to copy the whole of this div. So this is one div, and we are having another div in there. So here I'm just trying to make sure we are not doing a mistake. Okay, so in here we have a div. So here should be 1, and here should be another. So here should be finance. Exactly what we did with the first one. Okay, so you don't need to fret. It's just the same thing. Well, exactly, but the content there are just the different stuff going on right there, where everything stays the same. Okay, so here are for the commas. Let me paste this here. As you can see, it all looks similar, the same shape, the same, all the what's just the difference there is the only difference there is the content that changed. As you can see, this one is kind of having gap here, but ours right now is only having just gap here. Okay, it has a gap here, but it seems this one is outside the div, so we're going to move it back inside the div. This is the div. We're going to open it, 1 here, the second here, then the third here. So it's going to add, as you can see, 1, 2, 3. So it's all in here right now. So what we need to do is Chrome. um, let's find a way to close it. Okay, so we need to create the FAQ as well here. So let's import the FAQ component like so. As you can see, we have our FAQ. So that's done for creating the integrations. Okay. So we have done the about. As you can see, looking pretty nice. Never thought about the about being like that. As you can see, it has this separate stuff, but ours right here, the frequently asked question is somewhat in here, which looks pretty cool to me, you know. Looks pretty cool, but for we to, you know, be consistent with our design, we need to go back to the about, and in here we have is this? Yeah. So we need to go to the about, and I think this should be the assist one. Yeah, this should probably be the assist one, and let's go to the about here. So we have a customer which I don't think we rendered. Okay, we have a customer as well. Okay, so the only difference right now is that we are having we're having an extra div, so where it can wrap everything. So I'm just going to create a fragment and then, you know, paste it in here and take this assist. No. Okay. So I'm going to take the I don't know why the, let me see. Okay. Okay, it's not the about fault, it's within the assist. So this assist, as you can see, I'm creating this. So I'm just going to create a fragment and then take all of this and put it out here, just so it doesn't stay, as you can see, can be on its own and not within this. So here we have the about, making sense right now. So you can, you know, the customers, you can add as much as you can, and those will be fine. As you can see, this is a grid, and we're giving it a border and all of that cool stuff. So if I should add one or add another or add another, they should, you know, be out here, as you can see. So I just duplicate it, and here we are. So looking pretty nice. We've done the integrations, we've done the about. So we should do the we've done the contact. So as you can see, so we should do the pricing. As you can see, giving us error. So let's go back to our components here, our app here, and we create a price slash page .csx like so, and hit enter. RCE, enter, then price. Okay, and what we need to do is come here and come to the price. Okay, here's the price page. I kind of name it pricing here according to the URL, but here I'm just naming it price, which is not, we should name it according to the URL. So here pricing. So let's refresh. As you can see, it's reflecting over here already. So what we need to do is first of all, let's grab all of this and whack this in here. Let's close this and so what we need to do, let's create the UI first, then we'll render what we need to render later on. Let's give it a class name, margin top of 48, width of full, max width of 4XL, MX to be of auto, and we have another div. Give it a class name of text to be center, MD to be of text to be center, the text to be of white, and also let's pick this one up. So I'm giving a H1 of fonts rounded, font sans record rounded bold, a text of 3XL, and a large device, making it a text of 5XL, and also some piece of content in here, and also a paragraph. So if you like support the channel, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you share our content. And also if there's anything you don't understand, please leave a comment down below, and I'll respond back to you and clear your doubts. And make sure you keep watching our content, so this encourages us to keep on making much fantastic projects and designs as well for you. And in the future we're going to upgrade our how's it called, we're going to keep on upgrading our design skills, so for you guys to get best quality stuff from us. So do make sure you watch our projects from A to Z. Okay, so we're giving them a gap of 5, a margin top of 10, also max width of here we have a custom one of 855 pixel, and also MX to be of auto. And over here we have a component, we call it price. So this is a reusable one. As you can see, there's a price here and price component here, so they're all reusable, and we're going to make use of it. I'm going to show you how to make that as well. So let me just save it and create a component and name it price.csx. So what we need to do, we'll come to that first, but let's just come here. So we have a price 1 and also a price of 2. Let's make it 2. Okay, so here we have a customer what's called, as well as our assist. like so. Remember, I already imported them here. So we are going to call a div, which is this one, and give it a margin top of 36 and FAQ, calling the FAQ one, which is from FAQ. So if we, as you can see, it's giving me error because it's complaining the price, pick a plan, right for you, blah blah blah. The page is not responding. Of course it's not, because I'm having these two components right here and they aren't doing nothing. So let me uncomment them. Price. So yeah. Import declare conflict. Okay, it's having a conflict between this one I use because I'm using the same name. Also, I'm just going to change here to price. Same. Change here and also change here. So this should work. Now we need to first of all pass some properties to our price component. So here we're just going to pass delay for the animation, and also we're going to send title, and also we're going to send the subtitle. So we're going to send the price of which this accepts, and we are going to set price duration, which is year, and we're going to send the description, and also we are going to send a button text so we get started. This one is not necessary, but it's just for, when you click, we're calling we're just sending some click functionality, which isn't doing anything but rather than just show basic package selected. So in here we're going to have an arrays of object with title, with description. As you can see, just title of description, and we're getting this to be of because we basically just want the cards to be different. Okay. Okay, the later. So what we need to do is why is it complaining? Okay, so we need to go to the price page and render all of this. So I'll explain right now. So we are importing the motion for frame motion and check circle as an icon. So the interface of what these props accept is we have title, the unlimited bandwidth, and we have description, the one we kind of showed right here, the description. Where is it? This one. So it's of a type of string, and the price is type of number. So that's all what that does. So I'm just going to grab all of them, and then we are going to call the type here, which is of price props. It's the splitting, so give it type props. Okay. Function price. Why is it complaining? Property or signal expected. This is strange. So we already returned some stuff. Why is it complaining? type delay. Let me try to import this properly. So it's kind of okay working. Okay, let me just comment this one out. Okay, so here we are going to give this div motion dot div, and in here we are going to give some animation. So let me just grab the animations I'll explain. Okay, so initially we want the X position to be far from visual, which is we're going to take it to like 20 pixel or also to the left. Then the opacity is 0, then the duration to be 1, so for easing of animation, and delay of 1 times the whatever amount, the number we send from here. Over here we're sending it the delay to be 2, so it's basically saying 1 times 2. Okay, also while in view it comes back to its original form, which is 0, and we're taking the opacity back to 1. Okay, so we can give it here viewport, and we can set the we can set this to what are the options? We have something they call it wants to be of true. I don't know, probably I need to make this inside another one. Okay, so make it true. Why is it still complaining? Title delay is of okay, so it's was missing this closing curly brace. So here we have that. So the next thing we're going to do is create one more div. So here is a div, and give it a class name BG to be of black, and border to be of neutral 800. Also text should be of white, and also we want to give it a rounded of 2XL. P to be of 4, shadow LG, and max weight of MD. So over here it's going to be checking. What is this? Cortana. Over here is going to be checking. You know, from outside we gave it a subtitle, so let me show you subtitle. So it's saying if there is a subtitle, then we want to render. If there is a subtitle, then we want to render this div, and also we want to render the subtitle. So in here the div is just text of center. We'll give it the BGF neutral of 950, text white, and padding top and bottom to 1.5 px to be free, rounded MD, and and so on. And we're going to be given another div right here, and give it a class name, give it a flex call, and a medium flex row, on medium devices item center, and justify between. So in there we have a div like so. We just want to display the title and also a paragraph. So let me just grab this, I'll explain. So this we have a flex of items and margin top of 4 and also a span of text of 4XL and font bold, and the price we display here, and also price direction. So this thing still starts in this thing again. So here we are already done. We are already done. Okay, so let's paste that. Okay, so here is the feature section. Let's give it a div. Give it a class name, font of SF medium. Let's give it a H3. And also here it's we are mapping through the feature. So here let me just explain. So we're giving it a UL of gap of 2 of gap normally from the top, bottom, left, top, all this should be the gap of 2, but from the gap between up and bottom should be 4, margin top to be 6, and give it a grade. On the medium devices, the column should be like 1. On the larger, the column should be 2. Then we're mapping through each of the cards of the features. So giving it a li with the key of index, and giving a flex and flex cost so they can stack upon each other, and also flex and items to center space x so that we can have a little bit space between each, and check circle just so we can why is this doing this to me? Local host 3001. The making of a bad boy official trailer. DDDD hero. So we've got that going on, and here I don't need to use when I commented something out there. Okay, and so here we're just going to render some buttons. Okay, so in here we're giving it on click, which actually doesn't do anything. So given a margin top of 6, width full, padding top and bottom to be 2.5, BG transparent, border of neutral 900, on hover text should be of neutral 950, and hover BG to be white rounded, large, and text base, and also fonts of this medium. Let's check and everything is working perfectly well. Why is it been this slow? Or probably let me off my internet. I need to off that, so I don't know, probably it's been trying to send some requests, I don't know. Let me close it back. So let's do 3001. If it doesn't respond, then let's cancel it. npm run dev again. Let's wait for it to, load. Okay, so let's reload. Okay, so as you can see, it's all going well. So right here is the home page, and there's nothing there. Well, if we go to the price, we should see something. As you can see, we have this div. Okay, we have this get started. It's the button right here. Okay, when we cover it, it gives you the BG of white, and so here is the pricing one. We render this component. Remember, we already created this customer one, the assist, and also FAQ. So we're just going to grab the second one because it's the same thing but just different content. This is how you can make a reusable component. So as you can see, the delay I'm giving it here free, and also the title something else, and also the subtitle, and here you can change anything you want and it will all still work well. Okay, so let me save it. You see there are two right now. As you can see, this is one, and then the second one should be here. So I'm just going to change the delay to maybe 0.3, 0.3 or 5, and here 0.8. So when we, it doesn't slow. Let's go to home. Let's go to the pricing. As you can see, but one thing right now, it should be, it should be a grid stuff, but let's see why it's not, being grid right now. So we ask it to be of grid, and MD should be of grid cost 2. Grid cost 2, gap of 5, margin top of 10, max width of 800. So why is it not being a grid? If I go full width, it should have been a grid. Okay, let's go back to the price section. Probably our problem solution will be in here. So let's go take that step for the step by step. PG black, and give it a border. Okay, there's nothing useful there. MD, opacity, MD. Okay, and this is strange. This is strange. Even if I flex call medium, everything seems to be okay. Everything looks good. Okay, everything looks perfectly good. So where will this be coming from? Because if I go to the original one, and if I go to the pricing, this one, you understand and see the cards, they kind of stays in great way. So what I need to do is go back here and check carefully. This is a great. Oh, let me refresh this one more time and see why that is happening. So here they are still not working like that. Let me see. Grid calls 2, gap 2, mx. What seems to be the problem? Guys. Grid calls 2, gap of 5, top 10, max width of 855 pixel mx auto. What seems to be the problem? Okay, let me just copy this one, guys, and let me see if the problem is coming from this component. Let me see. Still not. Nope. This is coming from here. Or is there something I'm not spelling right here? Let me just copy all of that and work this in here as well and see. Oh, it changed. So what was it? What exactly was it? Let me just paste those here. I told it to have a grid. Empty grid calls. Oh, there you go. I'm not adding the S here. So it's having the S problem. I wasn't adding the S. Oh. Okay, you still do your thing. So it didn't add the S grid calls. And also here I didn't add an X. So it's grid, not grid, it's grid calls too. It's calls, as you can see. Okay, so that's how you can debug some things like this, and that's great. As you can see, I made this mistake and I debugging it right in presence of y'all. So that's something for you to look out for whenever you are working on your own project. Probably you are. And as you can see, I'm having to figure out the questions and answer right here. So what I need to do is go to the pricing and or probably the assist. Okay, so here we are just going to comment this one out. So once we comment that out, it will go away. So it's out. Go to the about. Oh, there's a problem. So probably we should not include it here in the pricing, because it's always going to be inside this it's always going to be inside the assist, and whenever we call the assist component, it should be there. So here's the about, the integrations, and also here the pricing. I mean, you can add more animations to yours if you want to, but for me right now, I'm just leaving it that way. I just want to show you guys, how to go about creating these stuffs. Okay. So done the contact, we've done the pricing. It's really slick. We've done integrations, really good. We've done the about, really good. And now what needs to be done is the blog and the home page. So for now, let's just go and create the home page. Well, before that, I will see you guys in the next chapter. So make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, because this helps us grow, and keep watching our content. And I hope you learn one or two from it, to improve on your design journey. So I'll see you next. So welcome back to this chapter. So on this one, we're going to be, like I said, we're going to be creating the home page. So I have to close this one, and go straight to the home page. And the first thing first, I need to get all those imports we're going to be needing. So I'm just going to replace all those here. We're not going to be making use of the use query, because this is just for the front end. Okay, so if you want me to do both the back end and all of that good stuff which you saw on the demo, please let me know, and make sure you like this video so it goes viral. Okay, so that I will be making I'll be making some little bit of full stack stuff for you guys. Okay, but for now I'm just focusing on the what's it called, on the UI. Okay, and over here we have something. Okay, let's give it a class name of text SM, and over here we give it a text center, like so. So it's kind of, it needs this motion. I probably should just add it so we do not come back to it. So let me explain this one. So we give it initially, it will be coming from the top from 40. Then it will have opacity of 0, but when it's in view, it will take that, it will bring it from 40 back to 0 and give it opacity of 1. So in here we have a text, a lot of text here. So I'm just going to grab this one. Like I said, if you don't, you can use a lorem ipsum if you want. That'll be fine, totally fine. So here I'm giving a text of white, margin top of 32 and uppercase, and text of extra small. Also, you can pause this video and type them one after the other if you like to. And the text here of 6 extra large on larger device, and text of 3XL, margin top of 11, and so on. As you can see, pretty much the same styling we have in. Okay. So what we need to do next is have a button which it's having a border, and a border of neutral 700, a padding of 2, rounded G, and we're having a text of neutral 500, and padding left and right is 6, and the custom font of San Francisco rounded medium, margin top of 7. When you hover on this one, the duration to be like a little bit slow, as you can see, of 500, and ease in, out. So you can do all of that. So on the next one here, okay, there is a div right here, a parent div, but I'm just going to make it a React fragment. So let's have another div, and it seems this div is the div is also for motion. So I'm just going to give it a motion dot. Okay, and in here we have some styles, which is this one. So it's the same styling from here. We know we said from the top it will be coming down. So let me show you guys. Is it from top coming down? Let me refresh. Okay, from the bottom it will be going to the top. Okay, that's for this one from the bottom, as you can see. But if I should change it to negative, it should be from the top coming down, as you can see, which is cool. But let's leave it from the bottom. So let me close this one, and here we have something. Okay, so first thing first, we have an image linking to the source of your image, and you give it a width and a height, which I don't think is very important, and you give it an object of cover and rounded to be Excel. If you look at it, it should be there. It will come up later, but for now let's keep on doing what we do. New.png. Okay, so let's close this. So we're going to have I don't know, let's check achievements. Okay, I think we already created our component. Achievements, as you can see, this one. If we can make it full width, as you can see, so we have to close that one. And then the next thing we need to do is another div. So I'm just going to, like, come here, make it a motion dot. Okay, so here we need to open that. So from the initial, we are still going to do the from the bottom 70, which I think is too much, maybe 30, and then transition, give it a duration. This duration is kind of a way of telling it to be smooth, and delay of 0.5, and also wide is the view, make it of y of 0 to be visible, and opacity of 1. So what I need to do is grab this text from here. So all you need to do, pause the video and follow I given it this div, the parent div text of center, so the text and everything here should be in center, like this, like so. So as you can see, that in center this way, and given a text of 3.1 rem on a large device. On a normal device, on a normal text, the default text should be 3XL, margin top of 8, and a font, custom font of Sans Francisco Random Medium, and BG clip texture, so we can, give it a little bit of shade, as you can see. So it's all looking good this way. So we are get to the top, and we're seeing from 400 via 300, and so with that being out of the way, we have another div. Right, so here is a div, and here we're going to give it a class name of grid. Large device, we're going to give it a grid calls, because I'm not going to make that mistake again, and grid calls 2, and give it a gap of 5, and a margin top to be 10, and then max width of 5 XL MX will be auto. Okay, so we're gonna open this. So in here we have another div. Give it a motion dot no. So initially we're still going to have those animations. So initially make it from the top 10, but while it's in the view make it of 0. Not from the top, that's from the left side to be minus -10, but while it's in view bring it to viewport of 0, so everything can be visible. And also give it a class name. Let's give it a border, then border neutral 900, and give it a BG of this one. Let me just work this in there, and a padding of 5 rounded XL like so, and H of auto. So in there we're going to have another div. Give it a class name, rounded XL, and then BG another one, which is this. Paste those in here. Padding of 2, font of medium, this one. Okay, then in here we're going to have an icon. So we have a div of padding of 2 rounded LG border, and the type color type for the border, and the width of it, then your icon. Yeah, so under that one we're going to have another H6 of text white and margin top and bottom to be 2, text of neutral 400 on a large device, gives max width of 60. So that should do for that. So let's just grab, so the style looks exactly the same thing, okay, because they are all what's it called, they are all boxes of items. So I'm just going to paste this one in there, as you can see, giving it the same kind of style in one on motion, as you can see. So it's all the same thing, same format as this first one. So I'm just going to keep that one out and get the last one. So here also going to paste that as well. So here I'm giving it of 30. I'm giving a delay of 1.7. If you like, you can actually map through all the items as arrays of objects, and you map through them. No need of repeating yourself like this. So you can just map through them, and then for the for the delay you can multiply each of their index times maybe 2, or probably times 0 point something, and it will all make sense. But for now, for simplicity's sake, I'm just mapping through them one after the other, so it will look somewhat clear to what I'm doing. So I'm just going to fold this, and I'm going to fold this. So everything works just like the first one. All you need to do is copy paste. So if you come here, as you can see, it's kind of the first one, border neutral 900. So I made a mistake here. So this should have the same border as the rest, as you can see. Pretty nice. Okay, So you can add whatever you need to add here. It will all be from you to customize if you want to. Okay, so let me close this as well. So the next thing we need to do is grab this again. As you can see, it's almost the same thing, but the difference is I'm just changing the Y here to be 80 and the opacity of 0 here is the transition as well. I'm changing it from from what this one has, it was 1 and 0.5. Y here I'm saying is 2, 0.8. So but all the content, the styling is still the same, but you can change the content here with something unique. So I'm just going to grab it, another one, and paste those in here. So here I'm having the price, what's it called? The price, reusable price components again. As you can see, I'm making use of it right here. So you can use it wherever and however you want. So here I'm saying it comes from the from 40. Then once the view says to be 0 and opacity of 1, so you can see it's all grid, given this grid of type which we already did before, so it's somewhat simple that way. And the last one here, and I'm going to paste that. So here, this is a motion image, which is of a type of image actually here, because we can't animate the next image component, so we have to wrap it like this with the motion. So once we have done that, we can animate it as we like. So initially it's going to have a opacity of 0 and the blurring to be of 80. Then while it's a view, the blurry to disappears back to 0 and have opacity of 1. And then here a transition of 2, also a delay of 0.8, and here you can add your the folder, so let's see, close that. Okay, so I just check to be sure. So here we're going to import the customer and assets. Remember we already create all these components before, so it shouldn't be new to you. So next thing we are going to do is create a div. Okay, so in here we give it a class name. You say text should be of center, and also we have a p tag here, and a h1 as well. Here h1, and underneath the h1 we've got another h1, the same text of 5xl bg gradient to bottom, also bg code text just for some gradient text. So here we copy the text that will be needed for the content text. Okay, so apart from that, we are going to so we should try this one, because the one I used there is already used for what's it called for. So let me try this one. Which should work. So I'm going to explain Let me see. My image haven't yet display, which is okay. It will come up. Okay. Of course, this is what I'm looking for. So here we have let me grab this. I'm going to show you guys what I'm trying to do, but for now just watch, okay? Let me clean this up. Okay. Okay. Let's wrap this in a div. Give it a class name. Okay. Let's give it a class name of that. And let's paste this in here in a div. And let's close this one up. Okay, so we are giving this a grid and a grid calls of 1 normally, and on medium device it should be grid calls 2, on large grid calls 3, and a gap of 7, margin top of 12. And in here we are having a div with medium. On medium device it should be of flex, while on normal, it should be of maybe block and a gap of 7. And here we are giving the medium devices width of 65%. On the large devices we are giving it height of full and overflow hidden. So if I should copy this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and save it, they should look somewhat like this. Okay, so they should look like this. So this is for the blog section. So actually in this tutorial I'm not going to include the blog, okay? Depending on how you guys request for it and how well you want me to create it, then I will create it, okay? But for now we're just going to write down. So I'm just going to undo some, just so we don't get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So probably let me just leave it at 2. That will be better. Okay. Let me take that out. We still have 1, 2. Okay. So let's keep on writing. And over here we have a div, and that div here we have another class to be text to be of center. Also we have the FAQ. Here we are writing it here because the other one we don't want to mix things up, so you can use the same logic I use for rendering on based on I will show you guys how I do that logic, but for now let's just keep on. So here make sure you pause the video. If you're not understanding anything, pause it and type it the way you see. And also we're going to have some p tag here. Okay, so here is some FAQ, and if I should come here and add an FAQ, let's see if that matches. if it match with what we should be expected. Okay, so here it does match, but one thing, it looks a bit you know, go to my home page. Okay, so it's coming up. So I just want to, you know, look at the FAQ. As you can see, they're all here. As you can see, they're all here. So if I go to FAQ, the blog is quite different because all these are all within. While these ones, why do I have FAQ here? FAQ should be the last one, but here I'm having FAQ here. So I have to go delete one of them. Okay, so here we have so here we have something going on here. So this component is housing something else. Let's fix that. Okay, so here the customer and here the assist. I think I'm calling a component right here. Our journey. So let's look for it. We are not supposed to be calling that FAQ. Let me just close that one out first for now. As you can see, that one went away. So we are looking for this one. Let me just find it, FAQ. Okay. So I think that is all for this is for the customer and the assist. Oh, I think we should, you know, consider going to this assist to check for the FAQ. As you can see, it's inside this FAQ, which we're not supposed to render here. So let's close that one out. Okay, as you see, oh, there's still one here. Okay, C1 and then C2. So let me just close this path off and go back to the home page. So we kind of, you know, still trying to debug this right now. Okay, so here is the entire grid one. Let's close that up to see if we're going to have the same thing. So here we do not have the same thing. Okay, so definitely it's coming from here. Okay, so these ones are gone. Those are probably an error of you refreshing your page. Okay, so if we let's go add the what's called so I'm going to end this chapter here. So in the next one we're going to continue from where we stop. So thank you. Hello guys, welcome back. So today in this chapter we are going to be looking at how we can render this. As you can see, I'm having frequently asked question and also here frequently asked question. So I don't want this one here. I don't want this to show in the home page. I only want this to be there, not this one. But I want this to be available seen in all other routes. Like as you can see here, it's just this one. But if I go to the about route, you will notice the frequently asked question is different from this one. Okay, so what we need to do is go to our frequently asked question route, this one. So in here we click on it. So in here we are kind of doing some kind of checking about the route. So since we don't want this to be visible in all some other routes, so here we just import it, use path name from the next navigation and use path name. And in here, as you can see here, we are conditionally calling this path. So let me paste those in here. So we are conditionally saying if the path name, if you can name this whatever, but I'm just using home here as an example. Let me take it back. So let me take it step by step. So over here, if I'm saying if the home starts with slash contact or slash about, only then you should render this path. Okay, what's wrong with my spellings? Only then you should render this path. Or if the home starts with contact slash contact, then only then you should render this path. Or if our home starts with blog, if it starts with blog, or if home starts with pricing slash pricing, only then we want to render the whole of this block of HTML. So what goes in there, only then we want to render this one. So if I go back to the home page or use this image, I need to deal with you personally. So if I should go back here, as you can see, it will be only this one that will be visible, unlike when it was before. I was kind of seeing stuff like this at the home page. So when I go back to the home page, as you can see, we all have our good stuff sliding in, great animations. So when you get to the bottom of it, you can see for the fact that it's kind of have this similar styling, as you can see, right? So this is something I really want to point out. You can conditionally style a page based on the routes as well. And I think that is all for this one. And what we need to do is add the footer. So I'm just going to go back to the component